Hey friends, welcome to the Stationery Cafe Happy Hour. This is April from Penguins Creative, and we have Kelly from Kelly Love Letters here with me today. We're going to talk about all things stationery and fun things in the community. Join us this evening with a drink. We'll talk about stationery, something new, something old, and something in our shopping cart. Hey Kelly, how's it going?
Hey April, I'm here.
Another tiring week for you?
I I made it. Today was my Friday again, and it's just like, whoa. You know, some days it's just like everything happens. Like it was one of those like all these little things happening at the same time, and it's like, but we made it. We got through. We did the thing. We sold some
It's
pens. Made people
Tuesday.
happy. Yeah, it's Tuesday, so I get the next 2 days off. I'm
Oh,
stoked.
nice. It is your Friday. I'm jealous. Well, what are you drinking today to
I
end
have
your night?
water in my stationery cafe mug. But
Nice.
today I thought of you, April, because I went to Roast in Portland and I got an ice mocha. And
They
it's
are
so
too.
good there. That's where April went when she was in town last time.
Well,
So
only
good.
because you keep recommending it to me.
I just want to drink mochas every day.
Nice.
What
I
about
just have
you?
some mango juice right here again in like this whiskey decanter thingy,
Nice.
just to fancy it up. Yeah, today's a long day for me too. I mean, I woke up thinking, man, is it only Tuesday? Like I thought it's Wednesday or Thursday already, but here
Yeah,
we
see, my
are.
my other friends are saying the same thing, and I'm like, I'm glad it's Tuesday because it means I get, my schedule's weird, but it's fine.
Well, but thankfully, by the time you guys hear this, it's Wednesday, and then it will be
Woo!
halfway through the week.
Yay!
Nice. So let's start
Awesome.
off with something new. What do you have for us today?
All right. Well, I'm pretty sure everybody knows about this by now, but I thought I would bring it up because we didn't
Slowpoke.
talk about it in the podcast, and it's also released on Goulet Pen as coming in August.
Oh,
It's the Platinum Preppy Wa collection, and Wa, I'm pretty sure that means. Wait, no, I'm thinking it means peace, but it also is just
Jap,
referring to like Japanese motif style or whatever.
Japanese-ish.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
It
so
is the kanji for peace. So you're not
right.
wrong. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like it's a platinum preppy. It's just the same platinum preppy that we all know and love, super cheap fountain pen.
Mm-hmm.
But they're coming out with this collection that has like these pretty Japanese style little motifs. Like one of them has the cherry blossoms. One of them has the green one has that like what? How do you describe this one?
You know,
It's karakusa.
in Japanese manga, there's always the thief, and they tie the
Yes,
headband
that's what I was
around their
thinking.
nose. That's the exact pattern that those thieves have on their head and on their head kerchiefs.
I was thinking only the true weebs know this pattern. It's and people that know Japanese stuff. Um,
I know.
and then there's one called Reishi Gumo, which is like the clouds. Sayagata is the purple one.
Nice.
How many? I think there's 5 or 6 colors altogether. And they're really cool. I'm a sucker for anything with a Japanese motif, obviously. So
Which one
I'm
are you
for sure
getting?
gonna. Oh, of course, cherry blossom. What are you talking about? That's not even a question.
I'm oddly inclined to purchase the Ogi Chirashi, which is the black
Is that
one
the black one?
with the gold fans, the Japanese
Oh, the
fans.
fans. Yeah, see, those are nice too.
Hmm.
But they are preppy, so you might as well just buy the whole collection. Right?
Yes, you're right. Because they're like what $7.2 here on Goulet pens. Like they're not
Yeah.
too pricey, and it's great like for people who have a lot of inks but not enough pens to rotate them through.
Yes.
Your girl
Yeah,
here
I
used
should
to be
really.
like, should I just buy all the what do they call the clear ones? Kakuno pilots that you can see
Yep.
the demonstrators. I should just buy
Mm-hmm.
all the demonstrators in Pilot Kakuno and then like use all my fun inks in them because they're
Yes.
like not
These are
that
good
expensive as
options.
well.
I'm hoping that Oblation gets them too, but I don't think my manager knows about it yet. But I'm gonna be like, hey, did
Slide
you
it
know this
across the
was a
glass
thing?
table.
Let's do
Lovely.
this.
Nice. Yeah. Did you like have you hopped on that train when people were buying those Platinum Preppy that were like the Asian market one with they call it the little meteor star and there's like the matcha cow and the banana cow pattern in the Platinum Preppy. Or maybe it might
No.
not be the Preppy but they're platinum.
Are you
Uh
thinking of the Platinum Shooting Star?
yeah, that
Yeah,
series.
because those are only available in certain parts of Asia, and they had
It's
they
available in
have
China, I think, and then
yeah,
there's you can get
they
it
have
through
like Pom Pom
these
Pudding.
yeah, a bunch of those.
Yeah,
But what struck me the most impressionable was the matcha cow, the the banana cow because it's like cow prints, but it was like yellow and like
oh,
brown
that's
spots and the
cute.
matcha spots. It's really
Oh
cute. And the
man,
strawberry milk, I think, was the pink one.
no, that kills me. I need all of those.
And it's so cheap and
Uh,
everyone's just scooping it up like just for funsies, you know. So
yeah, they've
yeah.
got our number. They know what we want. So
Nice.
what's on your new item list, April?
So recently popping onto my feed is Kiroku Studios stained glass pet tape, PET tape. Have you
Oh,
seen
it's pet
those?
tape. I only saw it because you put this link in there and it's gorgeous.
It reminds me of
Beauty and the
well,
Beast?
Beauty of the Beast, yes, that firstly, you know, there's one of the stained glass that looks like almost like it. But these, you know, I don't know if it's because it's like a German thing, you know, Kiroku Studio is based in Germany where, you know, you got all those cathedrals and like, you know,
Mm-hmm.
buildings and castles, and then they all have these beautiful stained glass. But I'm also thinking like, you know, I was in Boston originally for a few years and then there's also churches there with like beautiful stained glass
Mm-hmm.
interior and then you know like the library sometimes have those special things so it's just very like vintage classic looking and they're shaped literally in like the stained glass rectangles across the PET tape and so you can cut them out and because of the transparency you can easily decorate them on glass I guess
Yeah.
glass paints or you know journal obviously to really create a very I think pretty and like classy effect so I really kind of want to get my hands on them but we'll have to do like a combined shipping thing because it's expensive to ship from Germany but
Totally.
there's two versions of it so there's stained glass 1 and stained glass 2
Oh.
and they also have sticker sheets and they also have holographic stickers so really
I'm
really
all
pretty.
about that. As you know, I'm not typically a fan of the PET tape, but I feel like this is so beautiful. So it's worth it. It's worth the struggle of fussy cutting.
These aren't even that hard to fussy cut because they're all
Right. It's
rectangle.
like easy shape.
It's an easy shape to like snip, and then there you go, a single sticker piece you can use.
That's my kind of PET tape.
And then it wasn't until recently that I you know saw that Kiroku had La Dolce Vita design her logo. So the girl, in the blue
Oh, that's
dress
what that's about.
holding the
Okay,
TN.
cute.
It's actually La Dolce Vita illustration. I'm like, that's
Yeah, I
so
could
cute.
I could tell that, and I was kind of just like, oh, I guess she really likes the Dolce Vita. But yeah, that's super cool.
It's a true commission. That's amazing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
awesome.
So, okay, our things this week.
Oh boy. Oh yeah. So I bought a pen from someone. um.
We've heard that
So
before, like last episode.
no. Well, maybe. So one of my favorite people slash customers, her name's Sarah. She's SARASM1450 on Instagram. If you want to check her out, she was because she comes in and I like look at her pens and it's super fun, and she was recently like, "Hey, I know you like the Platinum Balance. Like, would you be interested in buying my old one from me?" And I was like, "Yes, I would." Um,
Because
have I talked about?
you talk about it all the time. It was on your like paper pen list, and it was on like
Oh
special
yeah,
card, and like
no, yeah. So I got the. It's called the Crystal Blue version, and it's a fine nib. I put Diamine November Rain inside, which is like a super dark teal with like a red sheen going on. Um, it's such a they're such smooth riders and they feel so good in the hand, and you know they're not really that expensive. I feel like
but
I was looking on.
it's just hard
Yeah,
to
they're
get it here now, right?
yeah. So
Yeah.
that's why. That's why I got it. And then I actually just got a converter today for another Platinum Balance I have. The first one that I got when I was with you that one day in Seattle when we met up, and I was like, "Oh, check it out, I bought this tester pen." And then I had to like go rinse it out in the bathroom for 10 minutes, and you were like, "What are you doing?"
But that's what Kelly do when she comes up to Seattle. She hits up Kinokuniya, check out the fountain pen case, even though she literally stand behind one every single day at work. But she just
Don't
gotta
at
do
me,
that.
April. I came here to not be attacked, and I'm feeling attacked.
In a very gentle and kind way.
Yeah, it's a sickness, but you know, it's fine.
It's a sickness. It's a good kind of sickness.
Yeah, you know, go platinum for being like the center of what I'm talking about this time.
Yeah, two in a row. The Platinum Preppy and the Platinum Balance. I
I can't
forgot how
help it.
that one writes. So next time you come up, well, I have to try it out again.
I'll bring all three of them with me.
Oh wait, so you have the clear one and then this blue one. What's the third one?
The third one is I bought this from PenSwap on Reddit. It's dark blue. It's not transparent. And it's got gold trim.
Wow, that one's a
And
pretty one.
I know. And I was just looking it up, and they make this in a dark green version, and I was like, I want that, and April will want that, but
With
it's
gold
like,
trims.
yeah, it's your pen.
I cannot resist any pen that is green with gold trims.
I,
I kind of
yeah.
already have a collection going on, but like I have one from the Yoseka, it's like the sailor with the green and the gold, and then I do have a platinum in green and gold. I have a pilot in green and gold, and I have another sailor in green and gold from the Shikori series.
Yeah, you've
Darn
got to
it.
you've got to catch them all.
No,
By the
I
way, we
don't.
we we got that Shikiori sailor in as a ballpoint recently, and I thought of you. But it's not like why? Why? Why would you do that when you can have a fountain pen? Anyway, sorry, we're going on tangent here.
I
There's
understand
something for
exactly.
everyone.
I understand exactly how you mean, how you feel. Okay, my stuff. I have
Oh
the
my gosh.
Miki Tamura washi art, washi tapes, all three sets, Kelly. So I
Oh
I'm
my
I
gosh.
touch upon Miki Tamura a few times on the podcast already. She's this amazing Japanese washi artist. She basically rips apart washi tape and then utilize the colors of the washi itself to piece together like little works of art. So she would like say take red washi tape with like some brown washi tape and then like kind of rip and reorganize them into the shape of a red cup with coffee in it, and it's super adorable.
Mm.
And then she has other ones where she like pieces out like scenery, so like with the blue empty, the single color empty tape, she would like
Mm-hmm.
create like skies and then like people walking. And she had released like sticker sheets of stickers featuring like the little things that like melon soda, bookcases, that kind of stuff, but
Mm-hmm.
done through ripping washi art up. So she ended up doing like a collaboration with Cyan, which is a um, stationery brand in
Mm-hmm.
Japan, Saien, and basically it was because she is such a master, I guess, of using washi tape to create little artworks. She kind of like designed these series of colors to sell in a bundle by Cyan so that all the colors work cohesively together. So what I have now are like three sets of six washis in like these color sets. So this one I'm showing Kelly now, it's called Sora, which is sky. And so you
Mhm.
get like a very light blue, a darker blue, a yellow and orange, and then it kind of goes towards dusk or like twilight with like some purple and then dark purple. So you can really create a nice gradient of like sky by like just, pulling long strips and layering them together. Um, my other set is
That one's
Fuari.
cute.
Fuari, which means gentle, and it's like these
Oh,
pastel-y, gardeny color with like pink and green and like
I
pale
love
yellow
those.
and purple. And then there's that last set, which is called Life, which has more of a dark, rustic color theme. So lots of brown, a sharp red, some green, and so she in the sample photos she was using this set Life to create like coffee shop like baguettes and
Mm.
like bread, like really like everyday things. So what's different about these than the empty washi tapes? Because of course we have to draw a comparison. Empty does a lot of single color washi, and they even come out with like a whole box set, right, like of like
Hmm.
6 or 12 of them.
Yeah.
So those, what I feel are different between the two is that MT has like an opaque consistency across the color in
Hmm.
those tapes. But the cyan ones that Miki Tamura does actually mimics a watercolor effect in which there's like
Mm.
variations in the fiber texture. So it looks like it's a painted strip of red instead of like opaque consistency throughout the tape. So there's more interesting layering that could happen with this tape when you kind of like lay them over each other. And it's
Yeah.
not just like the same blue throughout. You get different degrees of blue based on which part of the washi tape you're using. And you
Mm.
can kind of see even the little splotches, edges of that watercolor effect. So I think it's more natural looking, and it
Yeah.
creates more
Or
interesting pattern.
organic.
Organic is a nice word to describe it. Yes.
Yeah.
And so yeah, I am on the road to 1,000 washi tape, as many people coin hashtag road to 1,000, and I just very very quickly acquired 18 tapes through
Hey,
these
well,
3 collections.
I would like to take a sample of some of those.
Absolutely.
Help you out.
These are super fun. And I do feel like they are smaller rolls than empty ones. You know how empty rolls they just go on forever? Like I feel like I can
Mm-hmm.
never use
Yeah,
them
they
up.
do.
But these I do feel like contains less length. So like probably
Mm-hmm.
I could check it out right now. 7 meters instead of the
Mm-hmm.
usual like 10, I think is what MT tape is. And I got these off of Amazon Japan because I was impatient. But apparently, the week after I placed my order, Cute Things from Japan has them in stock. And then Ayako was like, "Do you want to cancel your Amazon Japan order? And you can just buy from me. It's faster." Because you know
Yeah.
how FedEx roll with Cute Things from Japan.
Oh
But I'm
boy.
like,
Yeah.
but the sunk cost of the shipping is already in it. So
It's like already happened.
I,
Yeah.
it's
Oh,
not
they're
like
so
here
pretty.
where you can like delete or cancel order because it's free shipping. So
Yeah.
it took
uh,
me 3 whole weeks to get here when Ayako already had them in her shop like 2 weeks ago. So
well,
you can
hey, you just wanted to be sure that you were getting the things. That's important.
I didn't show it here, but I did end up buying from Cute Things from Japan one more set from Miki Tamura, which has like the pattern texture.
Yeah, those are
So,
so cute. I
so
really like
squiggly
those.
lines on the pink one, this really cool grid on the green one, and this kind of like raindrop effect on the blue one. So this one paired with the original pure color sets
Mm-hmm.
are bound to create many interesting like kind of effects and stories. And I've just been obsessively making washi art of watermelon with like the green and the pink
Oh,
because it's like summer.
yeah. I
And
I
these
think I might have to buy that that set. with the green
The
grid and
Fuwadi,
stuff.
the
Or
pattern
that one
set.
too. Yeah.
Okay, 2 sets then for Kelly.
It's terrible.
And these are
I
so
want them all.
pretty. I can't wait to open them up because actually I haven't even opened them. The 2 new ones that came.
I can't believe you do that every time. So
It's called delayed gratification, Kelly. Like I want to wait till this long week really gets unbearable, then I can open and like have like that little enjoyment.
I guess I get that. Yeah, it's
Fleeting pleasure, you know, stationery.
I just got I think I'm at 339 washies now. And that's I've counted everything I have. So I can get more cuz I'm not as bad as you.
That's what I think when I buy inks. I can get more because I'm not as bad as Kelly.
That's so good though.
Oh my goodness. All right. What are you thinking about getting this week, Kelly?
What is on my oh yes. So this is what we just got this in actually at Oblation, and it was so cute because this girl who's a regular, she her sister was in town from South Korea, and they were like really excited about this item. And they just happened to like be in when I was unboxing it, so they got to buy the first ones. It's a Blackwing pencil extender. So it's when you're like this is the nubbiest Blackwing I have right now. It's still pretty long, but like
It's
basically
a
when you're
special library version that is so
yes
coveted that Kelly and I split a box, I think.
yeah, I think we did something like that. So basically once your pencil gets down to the nubbins and
Like
then
about
like
an inch, right, from the
yeah
edge.
and you're like trying to still write with it and you can't, so and I'm sure most of you know, oh, you have that one too, that Blackwing pencils, they have this eraser unit thing that you pull the eraser out. So the way that the Blackwing pencil extender works is that you pull the eraser out and then the pencil extender fits into the hole that the eraser would normally fit into.
The eraser holder part, yes.
Yeah, so then it gives you like an extra length. But then what people have said is they're like, well, why is there not an eraser on the end of the end? Because then you just get rid of your eraser and you just have a longer nub. So I don't know. It looks weird, but I think it's really cool and interesting, and I kind of want one.
And I don't know if this is a popular opinion, but I guess the reason that, you know, there's no need for that eraser is because who uses this eraser? I don't.
You know what? I think you're gonna divide the community with that statement because, like, I use the eraser. Look, my eraser is nubby. It's
and
just
Kelly,
a little
remember
guy.
we talked about that issue where, you know, why are there always like a wrapping around erasers in Japan and not in the US, right? So I went and did some digging, and one of the reasons is that apparently eraser materials like these polymer, they harden through exposure to air and stuff. So over time, if you hoard a box of Blackwing like I do for like a year and a half, then these are essentially like so hard and bad for erasing. Like they just don't do the trick anymore. So I think that's my opinion about Blackwing erasers and why I think they're shit. And I would rather use other Japanese, like, you know, erasers that I kind of use on a more frequent basis. So to me, the eraser is pure accessory and for looks.
I don't completely disagree with that. I do use them, but at the same time, I am always wishing that they were Japanese. Like, why am I not using my mono right now?
I do get the convenience of when you're like jotting
Yes.
down something and like you really need to erase that, then yeah, you use it. But I always have like a really nice reliable Japanese eraser at hand,
Yeah,
so it's like,
totally.
sorry, you're gonna reach for
Every time.
my Fuji Mountain eraser that does the job, rather than the
Yeah.
Blackwing erasers. But again, I'm not here to divide the community. I'm just
Okay.
offering my opinion.
Oop. Yeah, so I mean, yeah. Anyway, pencil extender is a thing. Cool.
The only thing is like the grip will probably get really awkward as you get really down to the nib,
I know. That's
right?
the thing about it.
With the
Like,
connecting part of the eraser holder and the thing that goes into the eraser holder, it looks a
mhm.
little awkward to me. And the edge, I think the holder part is too thin. Oh wait, actually maybe not, because it's trying to go for the same length. Sorry, same
Mhm.
circumference as the pencil itself. So maybe not. I
I
feel like
mean,
I need to hold one of these in my hand to
yeah.
see.
I'll probably still just buy one just so I can experiment with it and report back.
Oh, it's aluminum, so it has some weight to it too, right? I think.
Is it aluminum? I don't know about that. It felt more. I don't know. It does feel heavy. Maybe it is. Does it say that on there and I just didn't even read it? Okay, cool. April's just nodding like, stop saying things, Kelly. Okay.
No, I didn't say that. Did not mean to create that effect, but yes, it's written on the website that you share with me.
Perp. Yep. Okay, cool. Nice.
All right, moving on. Okay, things I want
Yeah.
to buy. Kelly, when will I
Oh,
when will I stop wanting more stamps? When?
probably not ever in your life.
Until I die, I think is when it's gonna end. But cute things from
When
Japan
people
has
want to
been
when people want to summon you, they're going to put rubber stamps in a pentagram. That's going to be one of the things.
melon soda, a bunch of stuff could go into that pentagram, and I'll conjure myself up. Um, anyway, as I was saying, Cute Things from
Yeah.
Japan has been hinting at collaborations in one of their past newsletter that you receive when you make a purchase. She has these like typed out long kind of memo note where she kind of gives you a little update about the shop and like the things going on in Japan, like in her life and stuff. And the last order I made was last month, I think. So end of June. No, sorry, I lied. It was early mid July. I just got my recent
Mm.
order, and then she said something about look forward to a lot of fun collaborations with Japanese stationery creators.
Nice.
And I think this might be one of them. She collaborated with Momoro, which is already one of her like cool, I guess, design partner collaborator on her store. She's done like sticker sheets with them before. But Momoro draws these whimsical little animals, mostly featuring this polar bear man, the polar bear guy, and then like a fox, and then these little cats and stuff, and like a hedgehog. And so it was a collaboration that kind of styled them as little male people, so happy mail themed. um, Polar Bear is no longer a barista, but a postman with like the little mail carrier size sling bag. He's looking at an envelope, and then above it is like this little swallow bird, kind of like fetching one of the mail. And then there's this fox sitting on the ground reading an open letter. So
Oh, it's
this is
so
called
cute.
Love Letter, Kelly Love Letter. You gotta buy that. And then there's one of a cat, like kind of with like a feather fountain pen, dip pen thing, thinking about writing a letter.
And it's
And
like blushing.
yes, it's thinking of you. And then there's this one that holds like a letter above his head. I don't know what creature it is. Maybe a bear.
I think
And
it's a bear.
it's like, I got mail. And then finally, this hedgehog, like barely reaching the top of a U bin, which is like a post box to like throw a
Mhm.
letter in. It's so wholesome. I want everything.
Oh, they sure know how to pull at our heartstrings with these adorable animals.
I think I want the polar bear the most. I do have the polar bear song as a barista version that she did with
Hmm.
Momoro before. Let me pull that out. The bear
That
is
one's
wearing
so
a
cute.
black apron and like just serving a cup of coffee, and I've
Mm.
always used it for when I have like my cafe journaling time. And now I can buy this polar bear postman and use it when I am writing happy mail for my happy mail time. Yep,
Nice.
I'm so excited. I
Yes.
hope there's more coming because the way she had phrased it, it sounded like there's gonna be more.
Well, hopefully. We need
But
more cute animals.
who knows? But I mean, not just with Momoro, but I'm wondering what other like Japanese stationery creators she's gonna work with, like Nalala, like I don't know, Sakura
Yes.
Lala. I mean, Eric Small Things. Who knows? Just trying to manifest all that by saying it out loud, but I could also be laughed at later too. So both ways.
Now let's manifest everything.
And that about kind of sums up the main things we want to talk about. And usually we do include a few fun things at the end. So what do you have for us, Kelly?
Well, this is something that Jason brought up. Hi, Jason. Um, so the pilot vanishing point, I guess I'm just talking about pens mostly. Obviously, because it's me. Um, pilot vanishing point, they come out with with like limited editions, or I guess they're special editions every year.
Yes.
And so this year the one is called Black Ice. And it actually, I have mine right here. Sorry, I went away from the mic. I have mine right here. Um, it's this. It's actually really similar looking to this one I have, but it's kind of like this color, but then it does this ombre effect and goes dark until it gets black.
It's like an ombre teal that creeps towards black, and yours is
Yes.
it creeps towards white, I think, or
Or
silver.
mine isn't ombre at all. It's just a solid blue
Oh,
color, and
solid
then
teal color. Okay, got
and
it.
it looks like the new edition also, like mine has kind of this matte black clip area.
Mm-hmm.
Like the trim is matte black on the clip and the clip and the click.
Yes.
Both of them. And then in this version it looks like they're more glossy.
Ah.
I could be wrong about that, but that's just what it looks like from here. Am I wrong? I've been wrong before. But anyway, it's like it's kind of this sexy like black blue situation. Like you should definitely ink it with a blue black. That just you can't really do it any other way.
Of course, it has to be a blue black.
Yeah, and it
But
says coming in September on Goulet, so that's cool. We usually get those in at Oblation too, and only really crazy people want them because they are more expensive than normal vanishing points,
they
simply
are.
because it's a special edition. But like
Mhm.
that's we're all suckers here, so like if you know that if it was like melon soda, April would like be all about it. So
If
there's
this
something
is
for
like
everyone.
a green color or something, but yeah, my stance on the vanishing point is meh, but you know, to each their own. I'm a sucker for Sailor
Yeah.
Pro Gears now. But who knows if
I
Pilot ever comes up
know.
with
I mean,
some.
it's a great first gold nib fountain pen.
Yeah, it's nice, but I to be honest, I feel like the color doesn't excite me as much. You know, I would think they don't really go for the really like vibrant colors like the Pro Gear, like say the Kingdom Notes, like beautiful bird orangey colors, right? They just kind
Yeah.
of always go for this kind of muted
Those are
look.
so I'm like dying over those bird mini
Damn,
pro gears.
damn burbs. Oh, we didn't we say we were gonna talk about them once they're all out? Are they all out now?
Oh. Is the fun one out?
You're waiting for that last one, right?
For that pink puffy little bird with that's super cute? Yes. That's
Maybe
what I'm after.
we can talk about it next week. All right, and then
Yeah.
finally for me, fun thing I want to mention, and you know I already bought it, but it's art supplies. I don't know
Oh,
if you
it's
guys are
cute.
into art supplies, but I am a lover of art supplies. So I kind of think of it as in the stationery category too. So it's acrylic gouache by Holbein or Holbein. I still don't know how to say it. but I'll just say Holbein for now. And they're like kind of the staples of Japanese watercolor supplies. And so acrylic gouache is a very interesting type of gouache where there's a little bit of an acrylic kind of gum arabic medium to it, so that it dries with like a nice finish instead of it being chalky like normal gouache. And apparently they collaborated with this American artist illustrator Rebecca Green and came out with a super adorable series of colors. And I mean, it's just different paint colors packaged into a set. But when you slap a beautiful and cute illustrator like artwork on it, it's just like, I want it so much. And they don't even sell it in the US. I mean, shouldn't they work out some deal or something to distribute it here? But no, but I think it's also because this illustrator, she has like a history in Osaka, and so they probably kind of like put her in the Japanese artist category, like foreigner in Japan kind of category. But she does this like whimsical storytelling style art, and she actually went on a tour to Holbein's artist color factory to kind of see the whole process of how the paint is made, like how they churn out each tube and all that stuff. And I just thought it was so cool because me being in Seattle, I actually went to Daniel Smith headquarters to actually visit the factory, and it just kind of made me feel a little nostalgic. And if I had the opportunity, I definitely want to go to the Holbein factory as well. So her website is myblankpaper.com, and I would highly recommend you guys go check it out. Rebecca Green herself, her experience at the factory, and then also just kind of like admire this beautiful paint set. And I know Peppercorn Arts, Connie had already acquired one, and she's been doing some few paintings with it. So, you know, if you want to see them in action, I recommend checking out Peppercorn Arts and see what she does with it.
Nice.
So yeah, there's
they're
all
super cute.
They're super adorable. I already had like poked my friend in Japan to kind of be like, hey, add to cart this one please, PayPal ready, you know, like when you like post on like those Facebook buy sell group, PayPal ready. so
yeah. I feel like for me personally, whenever like, because I mess around with watercolors on occasion, but I don't ever create things like these adorable little paintings. I always just like, I don't know. I feel like for me, I would just look at these and be like, they're so pretty, and never use them.
It's so
but obviously you are much more into the painting thing, so I'm excited to see what you make with them.
I want to do more gouache, so this will be an aspirational set of paint that will inspire me to do it. Oh, and I forgot to say, if you do want to buy it, I know Stickerific in Malaysia is taking pre-orders, so that may be one place to check out. Unfortunately, it's not included in her watercolor sale right now, which ends at the end of July. But if you go on Stickerific and are looking for Japanese art supplies like the Holbein paint sets, they are all 15% off right now at Stickerific.com.
Well, maybe I just need to take a little look at Stifferic. Stickerific. Oh my god.
Nice. All right. Well, to end this episode, I would like to mention a few shout outs for our lovely Patreons who subscribe to our Venti tier. We first have Christine. She said, my stationery had multiplied tenfold, and I have the Stationery Cafe to thank for that. I think that's a good thing, right? I've discovered so many wonderful shops and creators through your podcast. Thank you, April, Kelly, and Phyllis. You are all so amazing. And thanks for sharing your love of stationery with us. I'm happy to share. Thank you for supporting us.
Thank you, Christine. Yeah, and then we've got Sabrina. She said, no special requests. I did go to Yoseka in New York, though. After hearing about it on your podcast, Daisy knew the podcast and mentioned April, which is cute.
But I remember each time you tell me, there's always guests who goes to Oblation and be like,
yeah,
I want to look for Kelly.
There's been a couple. I think someone's name recently was Victoria that stopped by. She was really sweet. She was from the Bay Area. And she was like, yeah, I listen to your, she was looking at sailors, and I'm like, does she know about the podcast? Like, I just kind of felt like she did. And then she's like, yeah, I listen to your podcast. I was like, ah, so cute.
But thank you, Sabrina.
Yes.
And Yoseika Stationery was featured on one of our episodes, so definitely check that episode out if you want to hear about Daisy and Neil's story and how they started a stationery store in New York City. And I can't wait to visit in person because I'm actually flying over there in September. Okay,
that's
and
right.
then and we have Creative Space. So thankful how the Stationery Cafe has brought together a beautiful and creative community. I know, and
Yay.
it's kind of fun because it's expanded beyond just the podcast. Somehow, people listening to the podcast has been coming together, and like whether they're in the Bay Area or in other places, you know, a little bit leaking into the Twitch universe too. And then there's just so much like interaction going on between all the people that listens to the podcast and the people that we're friends with, and then people who may or may not know about us but found out about us. I just love how like spontaneous everything was and now how integrated it has become.
Yes, definitely.
All right, and so that's all the shout outs and stationery content for today. We have a Patreon, as we just said, so you can definitely support us that way if you really enjoyed the podcast for the past year or so. And Kelly and I will continue to bring you more fun stationery content on the happy hour next week.
Wait, I just realized that it's almost been a year since we started doing happy hour.
Oh my god, when's our happy hour anniversary?
I know it's August sometime. We should do a
Okay.
special thing.
You have to remind me.
Okay.
But until then, see you next week, Kelly.
Bye, April.
Bye.